welcome back to ECAC headquarters in Danbury, Connecticut. Seth, Cantor, Emory, Hunt, joined by Interim Commissioner and CFO John Rollins. And John, certainly a great, exciting time of the year.
Thank you guys for being here today. We appreciate it. It's a very exciting time. The whole ECAC staff is very excited for these bowl matchups, and we're looking forward to this weekend coming up. So
we've been talking about this now for a good hour, so you really broke down the criteria very well for us. For the fans that are watching, how much goes into selecting these 12 teams?
A lot goes into it. You know, we have a football committee that gets involved with this. We have a board that we've been having teams who've declared all week, and with our strength of schedule and the RPI and the NCAA rankings, it's been a tremendous experience for all of us, and a lot goes into it. But we're glad that we're finally getting ready to play some football this weekend coming up. So.
In terms of bringing these teams to Philadelphia, what does it mean to get these Division III programs into a major market like this?
Oh, it's great. You know, Philadelphia has been a great partner with us this year. Central did a great job last year for us with being in Philly at Franklin Field, with UPenn being a sponsor, being involved with the Philly Sports Commission. It's just been a perfect partnership, and our sponsors are very happy with this, and everybody's going to be very excited. All the student athletes are going to have a great experience when they come down to Philadelphia this weekend. So.
When you look at the fact that you have a lot of great teams coming in, how important was it for you and for the ECAC to match these guys up to get the best game possible?
I was very nervous this weekend, for me, to be honest with you, watching the NCAA selection show, but we're very excited with these matchups. We couldn't have asked for a better 12 teams to be in this, and we have some marquee matchups. All the games are great, but getting Frostburg and St. John's Fisher, two teams that are nationally ranked, playing each other on Saturday night, is outstanding. And Washington Jefferson playing Brockport is going to be an exciting matchup. And I'm also, Carnegie Mellon playing Salisbury will be a great matchup as well. But, I'm very excited for SUNY Maritime that they got in playing RPI. SUNY Maritime is a very local team that is going to be very excited based off the tweets that we've been getting the last 20 minutes. So it's exciting, and getting Kane and Cortland back. Kane was there last year, and we're excited that Cortland's here this year as well. So we're very excited to have all these teams.
Now, the repeat teams that are coming in, is that something that weighed heavily in you guys' decision? And are those teams excited that they're back again for these bowl
they're
games?
Very excited. Are you kidding me? We've been hearing from them for the last 3 weeks since they've been declared. So a little bit goes into it that they're coming back again, but we have over 18, 20 declarations for this, so we had to take everybody as one and look at everybody individually, and we're excited these teams are back this year again, but we're also excited for the 7 new teams that are coming in. It's a great matchups, as I said. I'm very excited. So
take us through that declaration process. When does this begin? When do you start watching these teams? How long does it actually take to unfold?
Well, Megan O'Brien, who's on our staff, who does a great job, she would tell you this declaration process has been since it ended last year. We start looking at teams, coming up for the season. But once the season starts and, we get week 4, week 5, week 6, teams start declaring and getting involved with this. And, we start watching them, watching them play the rest of the year, who they're playing, their league, their conference schedules and stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes into it that, Megan and the whole staff did a great job this year with, getting this whole product down in Philly. So. And
in terms of the teams, it seems like there's a nice balance of conferences here. The representation seems to be very strong.
Very good, and we got great conferences this year. Last year we had great conferences, but this year with the NJAC and the PAC and the Empire 8 and the Liberty League and getting a team from New England in the Eastern Collegiate Football Conference is very, very, it was great for Maritime. It's awesome. So, you can't ask for these conferences. These are the best conferences on the East Coast, and we're very, very excited, as we said, with the matchups. So,
how important is it to really get teams from all over? I mean, you talked about New England bringing those teams down in here. How important was that to draw that group of guys into this bowl game?
Well, last year, we were up in the north, at Central, so we had a lot of New England teams, and we had 2 other New England teams that declared, for this bowl for this year. But this year, with the Southern membership, it was a little bit easier for them for the the travel and stuff like that. But again, the top notch of quality of teams this year, you can't beat. We have 3 of the top teams in the East Coast, in the final rankings in this tournament. RPI scheduling, we have 5 teams that are in the top 30. So it's tremendous opportunity for all these schools. And as I said, I keep saying the word excited because I'm saying it a little too much, but we are. You couldn't ask for these better matchups for this bowl series coming up this weekend.
Now,
so.
the fan turnout last year was great. Are you expecting an even greater turnout because it's in Philly, because it's at Franklin Field?
Absolutely. You can't go to Franklin Field. NFL, former stadium, UPenn hosting a famous stadium with the pen relays and everything. The city of Philadelphia, a big, top 5 market in the country. These fans coming down here are going to have a great experience for this year. We have a lot of things planned for all the teams and their alumni and the staffs and all that. So we're looking forward to it this weekend, and everybody's going to have a great time. I can promise you that. So.
I know you have a wealth of corporate sponsors. How important the role do your partners play in planning something like this?
Oh, it's tremendous. These partners have been behind us since day one, and Devin Berg from Learfield and Megan have done a great job, getting these partners together. They've been very excited ever since we announced that we were going to Philly back in June. The sponsorship calls have been coming in, and we've been negotiating, and we've gotten some great partners for this event. And it's a big difference from last year, because last year, we had 8 weeks to prepare. This year we had 8 months to prepare, which is a little bit different. So, getting the word out there that we were in Philadelphia and playing at Franklin Field, enticed a lot of sponsors. And they're great partners of this, and they're very supportive, and we're looking forward to working with them, not just this year, but years down the road. So. And
in terms of a promotional strategy, everything you do is very grassroots, but it's very aggressive. You really use social media to its fullest advantage.
Oh, social media with our staff is very important. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm an old guy, so I don't know a lot of stuff about that stuff. I have a great staff that does all that. But yeah, just watching, the selection show when you guys are going through and the tweets that we were getting from all the different schools and, how excited they are about coming down and, great matchup. We're excited, because some of these teams are going for the first time. It's great that the Utica and the Brockports, they're experiencing this. And, last year we had, as you said, we had 5 teams that came down, and then we have a couple of NCAA teams that played last year in the tournament. So it's very exciting for these schools for the first time to experience this, and we're very excited. But social media is playing a huge part of what we're trying to do. So.
And once again, in terms of planning, I know you have a background with the NFL and ESPN. My full-time job, I actually work in event planning with a minor league baseball team, so I know that a lot goes into planning this. You don't just wave a magic wand and poof, there are the games. How much time do you spend in terms of working with the folks at the facility, the logistics? How long does all this take, and what's exactly involved?
Well, ever since we announced we were going to Penn back in June, it's even before that in April and March from earlier this year. As I said, Penn we were negotiating with different places to go for the event this year, but Penn just stuck out and has been a great partner with us since day one. So. On the facility side, as I said, Megan O'Brien, who's done a great job with this whole event. She's the executive director of this football fest, and she's been in negotiations with Penn and Devin Berg with the sponsorship, but me involved with it as well. But again, this has been an 8-month process. This is, getting the sponsors, getting the field, getting everything in order, make sure we have doctors at every game, the refs, the chain and ball crew. Everything that goes involved takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work, and I couldn't be any prouder of our staff, who's done a great job getting this together. So. Final
thoughts before we head into the weekend?
I'm fired up. I think we all should be fired up. We've got great matchups, and as I said, every game is exciting. Different styles that you guys were talking about on the selection show before, and I'm looking forward to seeing all these games. And me being a sports fan, I can't be more fired up than this weekend. And I can promise you that everybody down in Philadelphia, when you come down, they're going to have a great experience. The ECAC is going to do a great job promoting this, and your experience will be very happy when you leave. And no matter if you win or lose, you'll still have a great experience. So we're very excited. So,
John, thank you very much.
Seth, Emory, thank you very much. We appreciate everything you guys are doing for this event as well. So thank you.
We're excited. We're ready to go. You can watch all the games on ECACsports.com. Of course, you can get your tickets as well. Franklin Field, the ECAC Division III Bowl Championships, beginning on Friday afternoon. Thank yous to pass along once again. John Rollins, Interim Commissioner and CFO of the ECAC, Megan O'Brien, Ben Horter here as well, and our entire production staff. For Emory Hunt, I'm Seth Cantor saying thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Friday in Philadelphia.
See you down in Philly.